Boaz, he was the kinsman of Naomi. He was the kinsman of Elimelech. So if God could get Ruth connected to Boaz, then the plan of God would be fulfilled. And I need somebody to know tonight that Ruth, one day she was out in the field. Naomi told her to go. And while she was out there, she was picking up some weed. And while she was picking up the weed, there was a man named Boaz that just happened to be there. I said there was a man named Boaz that just happened to be there. I said there was a man named Boaz that just happened to be there. And Boaz, he lifted up his eyes, and out of everybody, he saw Ruth, and he asked his servants, who is she? I got to get out of here, but I stopped by to tell him that the plan of God ain't always easy. The plan of God doesn't always make sense. The plan of God is sometimes hard. But is there anybody here that knows tonight that on the other side of what you're going through, on the other side of your affliction, there's a shifting, there's a working, there's a molding that God is doing. I got to get out of here, but I heard the Bible say that Naomi, you got to come in now, because the two sons were not in the plan. There was a son that was in the affliction. Naomi, the son that God needed, was not Milan. The son that God needed was not Chilean, but there was a son that would come from Ruth and Boaz named Obed, and Obed begot Jesse, and Jesse begot David. And I heard him say, I heard the Bible say that the son of David is called Wonderful. The son of David is called Mighty God. The son of David is called Prince of Peace. I need somebody to wave your hands and to open your mouth and tell me tonight, what's the name of the son of David? What's his name? What's his name? What's his name? Y'all ain't saying church, but I dare you tonight to grab your neighbor by the hand and tell them, hey there neighbor, there's one name that'll destroy yokes. There's one name that'll heal cancer. There's one name that'll lift the burden. Say, hey neighbor, help me call that name. Open your mouth and call his name. Come on, Zion. I said Jesus, the lily of the valley. I said Jesus, the bright and morning star. I said Jesus, the one that saves. I said Jesus, the one that delivers. I said Jesus, the one that